Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. Today's video is sponsored by ExpressVPN, the makers of a virtual private network which allows you to use the internet with peace of mind, knowing that your connection is both secure and private. The way a virtual private network or VPN works is that it reroutes your connection between your device and the internet through one of over 3,000 international servers, hiding your IP address and encrypting your connection, which allows you to use the internet anonymously. I love that peace of mind that comes with that, particularly when I'm using a public Wi-Fi network. I like that assurance that my passwords and information is secure. I like the privacy that comes with using a VPN, and ExpressVPN is very easy to install, and you can use it on multiple devices, including your phones and your computers. And if you have any hangups, there's 24/7 customer support. ExpressVPN is also great for content blocking. You can choose a specific location for your server, which allows you to circumnavigate geo restrictions. And recently I've been watching Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown. So if you'd like to try ExpressVPN for yourself and receive 3 months free, click the link down below or head over to expressvpn.com/emmymade. Big thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. Now today I'm going to be making a cookie salad. A salad composed of cookies. What is that? Well, it's a treat that comes from the Midwest. It's often had in North Dakota, in Minnesota, and parts of the Midwest. And it is a salad composed of cookies and whipped topping and canned fruit. So the definition of salad is not of the green leafy variety. This is going to be a salad more like the Crisco salad or the Snickers salad I made. I'll put links to those videos down below where we're using some kind of creamy, sweet, either whipped topping or kind of pudding mixture to combine some fruits together in a dessert-like dish. Although I have read that this is also considered simply a side dish and not necessarily a dessert. The recipe I'm going to be using today comes from thekitchen.com. I'll put the link down below to the original. So in a large bowl, we're going to combine 1 package of vanilla pudding mix. This is a 3.4 ounce box. Empty that into here. It smells like an ice cream parlor. Exactly. So buttermilk originally was a leftover milk from the butter churning process. And these days it's actually cultured, kind of similar to yogurt. It actually has a nice tanginess, and that's what allows us to get those big fluffy buttermilk pancakes, which reacts to the baking soda, so we get lots of air bubbles. Yeah, good stuff, buttermilk, but it's not sweet. It's actually tart. Interesting, right? All right, back to this. Adding 1 cup of that, and we're going to thoroughly mix this, and this should get nice and thick. Look at that color. It's so bright yellow. Okay, there it is. Instant vanilla pudding. I'm gonna set that aside for a moment. Next, we're going to drain an 11-ounce can of mandarin oranges. These are little tangerine slices. Look how cute they are. They're like perfect. How do they taste? Oh, nothing like an orange. We want to make sure this is drained really well, otherwise our salad's gonna be really soupy. We also need 8.5 ounces of crushed pineapple. I was only able to find chunks, so I'm gonna whiz this in my blender so I can get it crushed, and that too we're also going to drain. Let me grab my blender and give that a quick whizaroo. To enable this whizzing action, I'm going to put all of the juice in there. Always startles me a bit. Just a little bit. We want it crushed. We don't want it liquefied, right? Good. And that too, we're going to drain. Pineapple. Oh, that canned pineapple smell. Gosh, takes me back. These are the particular cookies, not any other cookies. These ones. I don't know why, but fudge stripe cookies by Keebler. How many cookies are in here? We have 4 rows of 5 cookies, 6 cookies. So 1 package contains 24 cookies. And the kitchen says we should use 10 and reserve some for decoration. Break them up for the salad. You could do this with a rolling pin or in a plastic bag, but just breaking them with your fingers seems easy enough. Next, we're going to add 1 container of whipped topping. This has been thawed, so it's soft. And we're going to gently fold this into the pudding mixture. That lightens things, doesn't it? I see why this would be a popular thing to bring to a potluck. It's so simple to make. Okay, so add the rest of the whipped topping. Now we're going to add our fruit. Oh, I should save a few of those orange wedges for decor. Gently fold that in. Next, the pineapple. So this is pretty much it. If you were to take this to a potluck, you would take it like this, and right before you serve it, you add your cookie bits. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is great. So I'm gonna save some of the crushed ones to put on top. Look at this. Amazing cookie salad. The fruit makes it healthy, right? And to remind us what is in this, we're going to add some cookie crumbs on top. And some orange wedges. And maybe some cookies sticking up kind of like this, like a cake. Alrighty, there you have it. The cookie salad! I can't wait to taste this. Alrighty, my lovelies, let's give the cookie salad a taste. Got myself a spoon here, and let's just get a big old scoop of this. Make sure I got a whole cookie and an orange wedge. Let's go ahead and give this a taste. Okay, make sure we get a bite of everything. Got some orange. Alrighty, here we go. Itadakimasu. I actually like that a lot more than I expected. Yeah. So since this recipe is relatively light on fruit, it's not like an explosion of crushed pineapple flavor, which I was expecting. The texture is pleasant. It's very light and fluffy and airy, and then everything is perfumed with the smell of vanilla. I really like that textural contrast between really fluffy vanilla pudding and slightly crunchy vanilla cookie with a little bit of chocolate in there. The chocolate flavor is not very strong. It's more of a compound chocolate, not very intense chocolate flavor, more like a cocoa. But that contrast of textures is delightful. Kind of like when you have an ice cream cone, you've got that crunch, and then you've got kind of the soft ice cream. That kind of contrast of textures is really playful. I also really like the balance of sweetness in this dish. It's not too sweet, and I think the buttermilk is essential to that. It really has a nice kind of tangy counterpoint to the sweetness of the cookie and the vanilla pudding. So there you have it, my lovelies. That's how you make a cookie salad. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to try ExpressVPN for yourself and receive 3 months free, click the link down below or head over to expressvpn.com/emmymade. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye.